Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for September 20th. September 20th is the 263rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 264th in leap years, with 102 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is juberous. Spell check tried to make it tuberous, but it's juberous. Juberous is an adjective that means doubtful, undecided, hesitating. It's considered to be an alteration of the word dubious. Earliest documented use of the word juberous is 1871. And with that, we're going to start on September 20th, 1498, when a tsunami washed away the building that housed the great Buddha at Kotoku-in Japan. That statue of Buddha has been outside ever since. It's big, too. I'll preface this next item by explaining that there's a particular form or way of writing music called shape notes. So called because shapes were added to the notes in the music. It's used for congregational and social singing groups, a cappella. That means voice only, without instruments, without musical instruments. The premise behind shape notes is that it makes the music easier to learn and follow for regular folks. I'm not so sure about that. Most of that type of singing that I've heard sounds pretty complex to me. That said, this is the birthday of America's singer and composer Benjamin Franklin White, born September 20th, 1800. He was a shape note singing master and compiled a shape note tune book called the Sacred Harp. I've included a link in the show notes so that you can check out an example of the Sacred Harp style of singing. It's pretty interesting. Back to Mr. White, though. This is his birthday. He wrote and revised several versions of the Sacred Harp songbook and worked as a journalist, lived to the age of 79. This is the birthday of American novelist, critic, and essayist Upton Sinclair, born September 20th, 1878. One of his notable works is the muckraking novel The Jungle, which exposed labor and sanitary conditions in the U.S. meatpacking industry. This book caused quite a stir, a public uproar, in fact, which contributed to the passage of the 1906 Pure Food and Drug Act and the Meat Inspection Act. Upton Sinclair lived to the age of 90. Today's song is Sugar Sugar by the Archies, number 1 on September 20th, 1969. This song was written by Jeff Barry and Andy Kim and recorded by the cartoon band, the Archies. It held the number 1 spot for 4 weeks and was the number 1 single of the year for 1969. The Archies was a fictional band, part of a cartoon series based on Archie comic books. The music was performed by studio session musicians and various vocal artists. Sugar Sugar, number 1 on September 20th, 1969. Link in the description. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That description lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page that is called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, Parler, BitChute, and Getter. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.